Everyone, I'm Sean Cunningham, and Presque Isle is open for business. On this installment, we feature a local restaurant that's proving to be a golf stroke of genius. Hitting the green. That's what golfers do all day at the Presque Isle Country Club. That's what Rob Ottaviano is doing with his new venture, the Parkhurst Siding Pub. Since it opened last year, Ottaviano is seeing green and a lot of it.
I actually leased this place from the Presque Isle Country Club, so it's a great relationship. I'm happy to say that we get along great. I think we help each other. It's a complete symbiotic relationship, which you don't find very often.
This eatery sits atop a hill, perfectly nestled amidst beautiful scenery and vistas that not only golfers but patrons can also enjoy. And the food is always fresh. Ottaviano credits partnerships with local food producers.
We learned a lot last year. And we wanted to keep, just kind of comfort food, chicken wings, stuff that people can share, a lot of shareable things, dip samplers, things like that.
But at the same time, he invested in making some small but critical changes to the decor, one that allowed for more seating and entertainment.
People want to, eat al fresco, as they say, or outside, especially, the summertime months are so precious to us in Mercer County because we get so few of them. So when you can be outside, they are. And even when it's a little colder for most, people still eat outside here. The views are incredible. We increased the seating capacity here. I put some piped-in music out here this year, which is a huge, just a little bonus. We have live music, at least once a week.
I give her all my love, that's all I do. And if you saw my love, you'd love her too. And I love her.
If you think you might recognize him, you're right. He was a leading chef at Northern Maine Community College for several years and was the original food and beverage manager behind Rodney's on Main Street. And now he's opened the Parkhurst Siding Pub. And the best ingredient for all his food and success are his staff.
My only skill is that I surround myself with good people. And I don't do this alone. It's impossible to do alone. I've got a lot of good staff, a lot of good friends and colleagues that contribute to this. And I almost feel a little embarrassed taking the credit because they deserve it all.
And he also credits the many partnerships that have helped pave the way. Now he's paying it forward to a community that he says has given so much to him over the past 20 years.
Another thing I would be very remiss without saying, I would like to talk about, open for business, the community in Presque Isle. My experience here has been nothing but first class. Anybody from away that's thinking about opening a business here, these people don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk.
And so has he. Walked the walk right into entrepreneurship and a flavor for remaining humble and surrounding himself with supportive people and patrons who have a palate for everything on the pub's menu.
A bunch of people, like us, that just, kind of have a zest for life, and we still eat well, and we want to share a good meal with our friends, and we have this.
Yeah, and that's the real recipe for good living, good eating, and good food. You can learn more about the Parkhurst Siding Pub at the end of the segment. And remember, no idea or opportunity is ever closed to you in this community because Presque Isle is always open for business.